Well, as the weather rolls in, the schedule does change, which gives us an opportunity to go and check out what our riders have in store. There's an extra couple of lay days here before our practice day and race day, and we're going to wander through the pits, see who's about, see what their thoughts are for this very special inaugural 2024 UCI Enduro and e-Enduro World Championships. Lots going on in the pits today with bike changes and prep. We're going to walk into the Cube Action team here. There's lots going on over here with a fresh little brake bleed. Zach's on the tools in the corner. Hey, yeah. Mate, what are you don't trust anybody. What's going on here?
I'm just prepping the race wheels, trying some new rubbers from Schwalbe. So yeah, doing everything we can to be prepared for the rough conditions, eh?
What are you thinking tyres wise here? I mean, there's a lot going on with mud tyres. It might dry, it might not, it might snow, it might be icy. You're used to the snow.
I'm used to the snow, but usually in the winter if I ride in the snow, I make my own tires with the studs. But I think that's definitely not going to be the case here, because then you need the base layer of snow. Now I think it's just going to be slippery. I think the trails from halfway down is going to be okay. So for now we're going to run the Magic Mary in the back, and then we have the new Shredder tire in the front, which is a super hardcore mud tire with a bit of a softer compound as well because of the minus temperature. So we'll see, try that in practice and see how we get on.
One young fella who's been here for a minute to another. Remy Galvin, you've done a race or two in your time as part of the Enduro history. You're here racing for Canada. You've done it as part of the Trophy of Nations, but now it's for yourself at the very first ever World Champs. How does that feel?
Feels good. I got to do a few in downhill as well. I think I did 4 or 5 in downhill, so first Enduro World Champs feels pretty sweet.
There's something over my left shoulder here. Talk us through this option right meow.
Well, we whipped this up last night. Yeah, I think it could be a good option if it snows a little bit more. At the moment, we'll see how it goes. Maybe mount it up, give it a test run this afternoon.
Crazy as this look, it's probably not a bad option if it does freeze over. Do you have a tube in here, or have you just tubeless these up and put them straight through the inside of the tire?
We got a layer of duct tape in the inside and then a downhill tube. Pretty dangerous just to mount this thing up. Like, it's just, you gotta like hold it like that when it's just a dangerous thing altogether. So maybe we'll just put it back over here.
Right, we've just spotted the Canadian duo. So you've been up there riding in the snow. What's going on?
Yeah, we're taking advantage of the snow out there. Don't have skis, so take the bikes out and go get some fresh tracks before the season starts.
And how hectic was it?
It was amazing, actually. I'm hoping the trails stay like that, and I don't know, makes it exciting.
It is exciting for sure. Jack, it's been a big season. Now we're going to finish it off with the World Championships. How does that feel to represent Canada in such an iconic moment in the sport?
Yeah, it's incredible, really. Like every time you get to represent your country, it's pretty cool. And then even more with the snow, it feels like home. So yeah, just unreal. I'm so stoked for it, and hopefully it's a smooth day.
Can't wait to see it, mate. Jesse, you've seen a thing or two in Enduro history. Snow's here, World Champs is here. You've done all of it in Enduro, and now the very first ever World Champs is here. How do you feel, and what's at the forefront of your mind coming into this race?
Yeah, I think it's super special. I think we've had such a long journey to get here, and to finally have a World Champs and to fight for a jersey is incredible. And I'm just looking forward to see who gets to wear that jersey next year. I think it's going to be a good fight. We've obviously got some excitement with the weather, so it'll be a true world champion.
You've been racing a minute. We've been talking about you and I were at the very first ever Enduro World Series back in 2013, the inception of the sport. Now you're here at the very first ever World Championships. How does that feel to wrap up a big chapter like that and almost be back at the start?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's a huge step for Enduro to be here and have the stripes up for grabs, and it's incredible to see how the sport has developed over the last 12 years. It's gone through a lot of changes, and yeah, it's definitely grown for the better. And yeah, it's really, really exciting to be here.
Tell me all your secrets to ride in the mud.
Don't use your front brake. The mud will slow you down, so don't slow yourself down too much, and don't be afraid to clip out once you keep moving.
As we were chatting to Greg here, I am looking at a couple of sneaky little bits on his bike. So we pay attention to his brakes down here. He's got this little cover on the backside here, but with the amount of rain and mud and snow about, this little cover on top of the brake caliper here will just keep that out of the piston so it doesn't contaminate them. Might give him a bit more braking, a bit more heat resistance, and a bit more power in these brakes when it does get dirty and does get all nasty out here. If there's anyone who knows a thing or two about muck, it's Greg. So these two things, he's got him on the front and the rear. Might be a huge factor with how much muck, snow, mud, and grit we're going to be dealing with for this race. The special moments continue this weekend. Noga, last race, the first World Champs. What a big moment.
Yeah, really big moment, really excited. And yeah, it's beautiful. It's probably the only snow I'm going to see this winter. So I'm already happy with that. And yeah, hopefully it's melting a bit so we can ride all the tracks.
What a cool opportunity to represent Israel here. You've got 3 riders at the very first ever World Championships. What does that mean as an athlete? And after all these years and now you're leading the charge for your country?
Yeah, it means a lot. My husband and I, we run the Israel Enduro series, and thanks to that, the riders could actually see what enduro races are, and it's amazing. We managed to build an enduro national team for the first ever world champs. So it's really, really exciting, and we all have those beautiful jerseys we made together with the federation. So it's really cool. I did the cross country and downhill worlds before, and yeah, this one feels special. Yeah, for sure, because it's my last race. There is a really, really emotional weekend, but yeah, also because we managed to build out a team, and I'm sure I'm still going to be involved somehow, but just not racing.
Well, mate, we wish you all the very, 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 very best. Thank you for all the years and all the good times, the results, the hard work, the smiles, the effort. Congratulations. Thank you, and have a great time.
Thank you, guys.
Andy, you're used to these conditions. You've had a pretty dramatic couple of weeks wrapping up the overall series title. Now there's a bit of snow on the ground. What happens from your perspective as a mechanic?
So yeah, like quite a bit of snow. Thinking like mainly like keeping the rider warm. Like relevant things like that. If we go to like thicker gloves for riding, like more layers on. From a bike point of view, yeah, like interesting one. I've never been involved in a race where we may have such hard, challenging conditions. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a learning curve for myself. But yeah, we'll try and figure a few things and see what's what from practice day, ready for racing.
And how does that feel to wrap up the title last week? I mean, Hattie's been on such a tear all season, one of the most successful athletes we've ever seen in mountain bike riding. How does it feel from your perspective to wrap that up, knowing that all your hard work and preparation paid off with that result?
Really good. Yeah, we put in a lot of work, pre-season testing, always looking for something to give us a benefit and an advantage to ultimately to win a race. Yeah, last week was really nerve-wracking. Yeah, the last stage, dropping into that with it being so close with the points, and then waiting to find out. Yeah, it's one of the most nervous things I've ever been involved with. So yeah, good excitement and good to tie up that overall. Yeah, it's been a long time coming.
So we've got a couple of additions here. Luke Meyer-Smith is racing this weekend. He's fresh off the Downhill World Champs last week, and Sasha Kim. So the juniors, the under-21s, will race in the elite field this weekend. So Giant have 2 big hitters. We're going to pop into the tent here and see who's in here. Oh, the boys are hard at it. Look at all this drama. Hey, there's a lot going on in here, Brad. Now, Luke's had a fantastic, well, he's had quite a turbulent year of results and injuries and bits and pieces in between World Championships. He's one of the favourites, in my opinion, for this weekend. Does it change your prep or change the mindset in the crew and in the pit?
Not really. Just try to be as prepared as we can. Obviously, we can't control the weather, so just give them 100% when the toolbox is open and give them a high five in the Stargate.
Snow, mud, water, there's lots going on. What kind of tyre setup are you thinking, or is Luke thinking for this weekend?
I think high roller 3s probably. Yeah. We need something kind of in between, like a dry and a wet tire. Obviously, it's going to be colder up top, higher elevations, but we still need some grip on the loamy stuff too.
Right, mate. Well, good luck. Good luck to you as much as good luck to Luke.
Cheers.
You've been racing all year in the under-21 category. You had some fantastic performances so far. What is the difference between stepping into elite for this moment here, this one-off race? Have you had to change anything? Are you got a different mindset? Is it kind of freeing?
Yeah, it's a bit freeing. It was a bit stressful this year, just trying to hold on to the overall. But just going with open mind this weekend and give it my best shot. I'm plate 14, so I'm going to try and match it or beat it. So give it a good crack.
That sounds pretty good to me. Not only stepping into the elite category, but the first time representing Australia, obviously in Enduro. What does that mean to you as a young athlete to represent your country at this very special occasion?
I definitely think it's the highest honour I'll ever do. It's been a dream to represent my country and wear the green and gold. So very excited and yeah, very honoured.
You've had one of your most successful seasons yet so far in the Enduro World Cup Series. To finish the year with such a big event, is it a different mindset, or is it the same mindset you've had all season?
I would say it's a different mindset. I was talking yesterday to a friend, and we were talking about like what do you need to be fast for such an event, because it's outside of the World Cup, it doesn't count for the overall. So maybe you can just go more all in, and you don't have to think about like the overall too much, so you just can rip it for one event differently.
It's snowing. You're used to the winter. It snows a lot in Austria. Is there something you can bring to this event that would play to your advantage?
Yes, I mean, I come from skiing, so maybe it's an advantage for me. I don't know yet, but I think I'm going to enjoy the day for sure, even if it's going to be super cold. But I think, yeah, having fun also in the snow is the most important to survive it.
Elite this weekend at the World Championships after a huge season. How does that feel?
Pretty scared. Yeah, I don't have a pressure because I'm not waiting for a particular result, but I want to do my best and see how it goes.
What are you looking forward to the most about this very special one-off event?
Just want to have fun in the snow and enjoy my riding and my bike.
Fantastic. Thanks, mate.
Thanks.
Clipped in or flat pedals?
Hey, I just ride in the snow in the clip, and I can struggle. Yeah, you can struggle to clip, so yeah, I don't know. Actually, I didn't have flat shoes, but can be a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Alex, it's a one-off race. It's a World Championships. You are very accustomed to these one-off trials, World Championships, and you've been on the podium winning numerous World Championships before. What kind of mentality does that help you with coming into this race, on top of the varied conditions and the stressful scenario?
Yeah, for sure, it's something special to have one race one day. So you have to be prepared for it. You know, it's it's really demanding for the mental and more stressful. But you have to adapt your mind for this stress. So yeah, I really like this kind of condition. It's like national championship also. It's one day, so I think I like this kind of pressure to be one day and stay focused and full gas in one day. So yeah.
So the YT boys have made 3 very special bikes here. Unfortunately, our main man Jack is not here, but Texi's going to hold the fort down. Where's your bike? Take me to yours.
Oh, yeah, I'm middle, right here, purple machine.
Purple?
Yeah.
The purple people eater.
Yeah, I'm absolutely stoked.
And not only the bike, but you got the kit to match head to toe.
Yeah, we've got full matching kits, like Kepi obviously running the blue machine, blue kit, full purple man.
Yep.
And yeah, Jack had one sitting. Major pain is just building up the rig. Unfortunately, we're missing Jack here for this one, but can't wait to see him throw a leg and treat us with some good clips and stuff. So yeah, he'll be back.
What kind of changes have you made to your bike to get ready for this mud? It's a bit of a different format. We're waiting to see what course is out there. What will you change on this purple machine to get ready for the mud and the snow?
Oh, actually running pretty much my standard setup. I mean, so far, we're obviously making tire choices according to how the stages feel, but these tires I'm running right now, they're pretty capable, like pretty well-rounded tire. And as we have a lot of roots and hard rock here, I don't know if I'll opt for a proper mud tire, but we'll see what it's like out there. And other than that, pretty much running standard setup, same as last week.
Yep.
Handguards anyways, which are super handy when it's cold out there, because they do hold back quite a bit of wind and moist, so it's really nice.
Unreal, Tex. Well, good luck this weekend, mate.
Thanks, mate.
You've had 55 World Cup podiums in Enduro. What would it mean to you to get your 56th with a rainbow jersey and wrap up this incredible journey? Well, it's not wrapping it up. This incredible moment right now.
I think, honestly, if I'm not getting it, it will mean it's not the end for me and I will have some work to do to come back. So I actually see it as a chance and I'm super happy I get it to be like at the best shape I ever been and to try to chase this dream. But I also think, it comes to what you give. And I won't have any regrets if I gave everything and then someone's faster than me, You know, it's like that. It's part of the game and it's part of sports. And I think I'm just super excited to see it happening. And whoever wins the rainbow jersey, I think will be, part of the history. And I'm just an advocate of the sport, I'll be stoked anyway. I just want to see it happening and I want it especially for the future generation. So obviously I want to win it for sure. But if I don't, then I don't think it changed who I am, my career and whatsoever. But I think for me the process is even more important than the outcome. So I just want my process this weekend to be the absolutely best ever.
And no doubt it will. Isabeau Corderia lining up for her very first ever Enduro World Championships to wrap up an incredible chapter in her career and her journey. The racing is going to be spectacular. It's obviously turbulent with the weather, but the athletes are fired up, they're excited, and we cannot wait to see it.